Hello and welcome to Transport Fever 2, a let's play on the Great Basin map. It is a a Steam Workshop map. Wow, brain fart. Anyways, so we've been building out our rail infrastructure and starting to deliver tools across the map to some of the smaller tool wanting cities. So from here, we were going to actually start transporting via train material to the Toledo Machines Factory. So let's go ahead and get our railway running over there. So we're at 24. We're going to end up at roughly 24. And we're going down, down, back up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Basically, we've got these ridges here. So let's figure out how we're going to do this in a way that's not too expensive and it's going to be a good investment for the future. Let's go ahead and press play since we're not blocking anything out. So immediately, boom, viaduct. Which I'm not too sold on the viaduct being what we want, but on the other hand, this is the kind of infrastructure that would sustain us for a while. Nice flat. 25 with a good old collision. That's what I'm talking about. 24, 25. So we could go real cheap since we're not going to be going fast anytime soon. And we can feel a lot less guilty about building this. And we're going to keep it as 1 for now because, well, quite frankly, we only have 1 on the other road, so why not? And this is, it's a little goofy doing this big viaducts already, but I think I like the thought of it across these really the ridges, the peaks, ridges. Oh boy. All right. So here's our factory. Oh, here comes the flatten tool. You know it's about to get nuts and expensive when he breaks out the flatten tool. Okay. 25. 25. So let's go ahead. Goodbye to that. And hello to this. Do that. Come in here with this. And hello. Train. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Nice and nested there. And then of course we're going to have issues crossing this, no doubt. Right? 27. Nice and flat right out the gate. Yes. Outstanding. Okay. What's this look like? So what we're going to do is we're going to chase it out here. Southmore? Northmore? I don't know. I haven't decided what's north on this map and what's south, but basically we want to run along this and then cut over. We don't want a huge tunnel yet. We will get into those lukey, or those kooky, fun, giant infrastructure projects later, but for now, that just is a little out of the scope of what we want to do here. So, still a little too pricey. What we're going to do is we're going to come out this way. And then we're going to go like this. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom, you know. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to buy a train. We're going to go buy power on this one. 40. How big did we make those? 160? I think. Oh yeah, you don't like that. That's okay. It's line 1. We're gonna need to rework this. We'll do that in a second. We're actually gonna go ahead and just gonna do this. Like that. And then this is gonna be double tracked. Like so. All the way back here. We're really going to screw things up. We're going to go manage line. Jacksonville, guess what? Fully load. Which means that the Jacksonville train is going to sit on there for... Well, no. You should have already been fully loading. What the heck? Manage line. Oh, the Jacksonville station. My bad. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go to cargo buildings. And we're going to throw down a few more of these so that we can have still not enough storage capacity. Sad. Just sad. Really? Well, that's okay. They're about to clean house on this thing. They're waiting because... Of course they are. And then we've got that guy going in here. We're actually going to do one way. Yes. Yes, we're all upset about that, aren't we? Which one? Why are you upset? Oh, probably because I never tied it in. You dumb idiot. Oh my god. Cobb salad. If you, I know people have mixed reactions to SNL, but what is his name? He was Jonah Hill, I think, but he does a absolutely amazing skit. I mean, it's not amazing; it's hilarious on that show or on SNL. You should definitely look it up. Because if I say Cobb salad and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but you've been living under a rock. Because that skit's hilarious. Not as good as the ones with The Rock. The Rock has several fantastic SNL skits. Which I think it's a shame that some people are not privy. I know that they kind of fell out of style, and you know, I'm not saying you should watch it every night type of deal, but there is some merit to the show, you know. All right, what is the holdup here? Oh, you want to go all the way down there? Of course you do. One way, yes. Boom. Man, there's already a ton waiting there. Well, maybe not a ton, but here we go, upgrading. It's shipping 400, it's making 200, so it should want 400 and 800, which is bonkers. That's a lot of trucks. In fact, we're going to switch these over to Top speed. 2.9 million. All right. Well, we can't make that investment yet, but we will in just a bit. Let's check on our boats. Oh yeah, here we go. Dollar bill y'alls. Basically just dollar signs floating. That's like a rap song, I think. It could be. All right. Let's go ahead and not do that yet. But you're close enough that I want you sent away. Just to get started on your journey, because you're the Elgin tool ship. Did you deliver something already? Did Elgin deliver? One of these... You did. Oh, that's the one. Okay. 0. Of course. Was it Lubbock? Lubbock unloaded 15. Wow. Big quantity there. Some more buses going. See, this is a fine little tram line. Oh, wow. We just got hit by maintenance. There we go. Shipment 800. It's going to absolutely overload these. Because we went from 4 to 5 and a couple miles per hour or a mile per hour faster. It doesn't sound a lot, but when you're only going 10, that's it's a 10% increase. Plus a 20% increase in capacity. That's a lot, okay? And then here we go. Nice, okay. What's really going to start driving this nuts is what the hell is going on? Uh-oh. 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 Which means... Oh, no. Oh, don't do this, folks. Basically, we said, hey, everybody deliver at the same time. Or, essentially, this is exactly what I was saying. This is why you need longer things. Yeah, this is going to be by far our most expensive upkeep. Or maintenance. What is this? Fargo Industrial. Okay, it's not quite there being the most expensive. But what happened, or what is happening here is all of the Askin tool trucks came at once because we bought them all at once. And then basically they choked out the ability to get Fargo lumber in, which is now choking out our ability to actually make more tools, which we need to get the Askin tool delivery trucks full, basically clogging it all up. So here we're going to release a few, and we are going to weep for our mistakes. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Everybody's happy now. And look at that. What's the rate on this? 69. Okay, I'm not saying we're without flaws here. We have some serious issues that need to be worked out. Like, big ones. I was like, I wish there was a way to see which ones were which. We'll just make all these ones green. Alright. We may have to do some finagling. I think what's going to happen is we're going to bump out this intersection so we can have more stuff in the wings waiting. And this, of course, killed that rate. Honestly, this might just downgrade real quick because of how awful that turned out. And we've got... Look at that. I mean, we were at 400 and just upgrading these alone bumped us to 550. So that's no joke. We are going to get another 6 vehicles if autosave remembers. There we go. 100. Absolute crummy wagons. But they're keeping our economy afloat, basically, while the trains get sorted out, right? That was them sitting, waiting. And now we've got the big train who's on his way back. Oh, nice. Okay. So 1.4, we're probably going to take it every 2 years, so we'll be making $500,000 on this. So a payback period for the train itself of 6 years, and then the infrastructure is a whole different ball of wax. But the infrastructure can be used for other stuff too. I don't know what yet, but it can be. But it'll most likely be grain out. We could bring food to Elizabeth. What else? What other food? We've got tools down there, which we could just do another tool ship there. Let's go ahead and fix this problem. This is an issue, as they say. We've got 141. So we should be looking for... Yeah, no, that should be fine. 141 should be fine. Let's see here. Oh, well, we're going to actually replace these guys as well. Well, we would. Because they're actually slowing down our other trucks. But we need to get this stuff delivered ASAP. A little worried about this still. Just because, yeah, it's going to get clogged up again here. Get out of there. That's what I tell my cat when she's causing problems. Get out of there! Except for this time, it's grown men with horses and carts. Not enough money. Who do you think I am? Speaking of not enough money, check out this sweet upgrade. Instead of a shack, we've got windows now, or something. And actually, if we look at our value, besides the most recent investment in clogging of said investment, we've actually really started to peel away our bank balance. So technically speaking, I just pushed up my glasses. Technically, right, we want to have our bank balance stay pretty constantly at 0 or less. Right now we're in the hole 10 million, a small loan of $10 million. As long as our value increases, right? So this is a finance theory for you young finance nerds. Right? As long as we continue to make more money, it's always better to stay in debt. Which I know is like, what? What do you mean stay in debt? Are you nuts? Debt? That's bad. Well, debt is bad unless debt's making you big stacks of fat cash, which it is in this case. Now, thankfully, this game has no way of implementing a recession, or else we might be an issue. Actually, the fact that there's only one transportation company satisfying the needs of this entire Great Basin would be enough to start a recession. There's no way that the limited horse and carriage applications would sustain a valley like this. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I probably am wrong, right? Because, like, London was a huge city. Heck, even Rome was massive before they invented trains. But I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking by it that basically the prosperity would be limited to this area, and all these other cities would see people fleeing for the economic boon of rail and public transportation in the form of privately owned wagons, I guess. I don't know. I'm sending a very mixed message, I think. But either way, we've got the Fargo tool situation sort of resolved. We're going to continue monitoring it, I think. It might even be worth it to do like a nifty, I don't know. There's no real great way about it. Because Askin's asking for 49. Askin. But we're gonna just sell one of these trucks, I think. In the long run, it's probably not the greatest idea, but in the short run, it'll at least make sure that we just want this clear. We should really consider blowing this up, moving it over, and adding inlet and outlets so that because this rate is not wrong, right? This is a good rate. We want just over 49, right? That's how much they want. We're covering their entire commercial district, almost, just about. That is extremely annoying. Those two are just outside of range. So we want this to be like that. It's just how we had that snag, and you know, if we get backed up because of this Fargo lumber truck situation, then we're kind of in a really rough spot. But what's not in a rough spot is going here and duplicating. We have our first line with 2 vehicles on it, which means this one train station is now servicing 3 trains for the same price as servicing 1 train. So we're increasing the trains per unit of track or something. I'm sure there's a fun metric, but either way, we need to go ahead and name this to Toledo lumber train. But now we could, let's see here. We've got suppliers. We've got a coal mine there. Oh, this is actually kind of a great location for a coal mine, because what we can do is we can bring coal down here, load it up onto the tool ships, bring coal back here. The only problem with that is we'll overload the capacity. We're only going to be shipping 30 things one way and then 800, right? That's the desired shipment. Now it's 400, but it'll be 800 immediately after upgrading. Yeah, it's just too much. It's just too much stuff. So I'm wondering if we've got a coal supply on the island. And it looks like no. So that's an issue. But that doesn't mean we can't just start supplying it with iron ore. Is it iron ore coal? But I need a wacky soundboard. Would people like it if I had a wacky soundboard? I mean, what's the deal with grain trucks? Honk, honk, meow, meow. Oh, I just lost all of the potential viewers I ever had with that. That's okay. We're not doing this for you. We're doing it for me. So, sorry. Just being real. Doing it to keep myself honest with the naming convention, because by the time we got to 1881, I would already be on 30 different unnamed lines. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to double check our crude oil rate and make sure that we're dead nuts on 387 out of 400. I'm satisfied with that. And then what we're going to do is this. And we're going to go ahead and see 300. I wish there was better rulers for this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of math. We're going to do a little bit of napkin math. All right. So we're starting at 380. We're going down to 300. So that's 80 over 1,000. And then we go from here to here. It's 40 over 1,000. It's still way too steep. Way too steep. And then we go from here to here, which is still 40 over 1,000, which is still way too steep. So the idea was, like, let's maybe use trucks to get it to the train station here, and then use the train station to go the rest of the way. But really, that doesn't solve much of a problem with me, because if I've got an issue with the slope here, and it's the same slope here, then I've actually got an issue with the slope the entire distance. So even if I use trucks to solve the slope issue for the first part, unless I'm sinking the train station to alleviate the slope issue for the second leg, it's still a slope issue. So let's think here. Why don't you do a helix? We could do a helix here. And then tie it in here, do a helix. And then go up. 370, 380. This is my only complaint about this map, is these are just brutal. I mean, part of it is I do have the realistic slope mod on, but I don't even have that tuned up to the worst it could potentially be. Well then, let's go here. We can do this. We're gonna go. I wonder if we can. Oh, interesting. It won't let me place anything out here because it's got cargo buildings. That makes sense. I respect that, but you're dumb and I hate you. Thanks, game. Nobody likes you. That's not true. Sorry, I'm being a little harsh. And the reason why I'm dropping all this stuff is because refined goods are precious to us, and I don't want to waste planks on the ground. Which is kind of what's going on now. Oh no! Go to Terminal 2. Go to Terminal 2 because I'm about to annihilate Terminal 1. Terminal 1 isn't even going to exist anymore by the time I'm done with it. As they say in some cultures, bada bing, bada boom. And there goes the rest of any potential viewers. That's fine. And I see a lot of stuff coming out of here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to add this platform here so we can service both of those. And then we're going to go ahead and grab... I don't know why this happens. There's a resource bug or something. Or a resource pack I'm missing. And I'm not very smart, so I can't fix it. But we're going to blow this up. Not that whole thing. Alright, hold on one second. We're going to blow this up. Actually, and then we're going to come here. We're going to blow this. Then we're going to go here. We're going to configure this. And this is the stuff that dreams are made out of, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing an asymmetrical station. Oh my god. I think this is the first one in my transport, excuse me, in my transport fever career. And this is a big step for me. I'm happy you're all here to witness it. Go ahead and cry at that awfulness, but recognize that we now have capacity here, and I can press play. I'm not completely sold. Like, I think I mentioned this before, but I wish that there was. All right, so you've got these really cool station buildings. Give me a ploppable warehouse, you know, just 40 meters by 40 meters or whatever. Just make it big, make it hold a lot of stuff, and make it look good. We have the technology, and honestly, it's on me, right? If you want it, do it yourself. But I don't know anything about modding or anything like that. There's no reason for me not to learn, except for that part where I was like, oh, I'm not very smart. But that's okay. This was kind of a declogging this episode and starting to theorize about how we're going to tackle this issue. On the next episode, we are tackling this issue. So until then, be safe and bye.